All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 19, 26, get in the way with it. Excellent. Walking against the mic. Heavy on the end.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
This is Miller. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 58, boy, 58. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
This is set. 19. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
A first down carry now for Miller. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Reset. 19. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 29. Go against the mic. I got you. I got you. Time to go.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
First down.
Watch the screen. Just like that.
On first down, it's Miller, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. 54.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Leave! 55, Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you. 93, 52, 93.
First and 10 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this will be a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Go, go, go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
On 2nd and inches, Dalton looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58 to Mike, 58. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Set. 19. We ain't giving up nothing today. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, come on. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, G. Here I come again.
Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you.
Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Watch the 24 down. He's coming. 24.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a
and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will have a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Watson on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Funchess has it complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
We're good.
From midfield here, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Results in a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And able to find Dorsett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Andy Dalton now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Here's Hines. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
All day. All day.
Go 368.
Shoot.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. The point after is good, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Second and 5 now. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Slam. 24. 58 to Mike. 58.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. In your face.
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What's that? 49. Who that? 49. 49 to Mike. 49.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They run with Logan. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, 24. 25. Check the
Watson with a give to Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is it. 19. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Watson now to throw on third down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 31. Hey, 24. Hey, we got hot.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Miller. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Get a set. 19. 58, come on. Alert. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 58, boy. 58. 58.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down.
You're set. 19. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
On first down, it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calais Campbell on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Watson. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So Dalton now trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. across midfield and to the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 43 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The tackle made by Lonnie Johnson. A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player?
I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those. You know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Back to throw, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 58's the mic. 54. 58's the mic. And go.
3rd and 2, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a hole.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Touchdown, defense.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.